Ghana is your Nigerian Girl Pleasure, bringing you political news in our channel. New era in Ghanaian election. Challotte Osei's legacy of transparency and trust has actually emerged. Challotte Osei's impact on Ghana democracy history is undeniable. As the first female chairperson of the Electoral Commission (EC), she revolutionized the country's electoral process, leaving a legacy of transparency, integrity, and trust. The beautiful woman has actually laid so much legacy in Ghana, as people are beginning to come out to say that she is actually one of the best Ghana have already had. When Osei took office in 2015, Ghana's electoral process was facing a crisis of confidence. Allegations of partisanship and inefficiency had eroded public trust in the EC. However, Osei's appointment marked a turning point with a vision of accountability and fairness. She embarked on a bold journey to reform Ghana's electoral system. People actually come out to say that Challotte actually reformed the Ghana's economic system, and this is actually one of the best things that could actually happen to anyone. Coming out to say that she resumed office in 2015, Ghana electoral process which was facing so much crisis before because people did not trust, have confidence in them. There was a partisan making sure that it's just a party stuff and the insufficiency of every other thing. Now people are coming out to say that it's actually working and it is actually good, courtesy of Osei. One of her most significant achievements was the successful conduct of the 2016 general election. The elections were widely regarded as one of the most credible in Ghana's history, showcasing Osei's unwavering commitment to transparency. Under her leadership, the EC introduced an initiative and innovative measures such as biometric voters verification, real-time transmission of results, and enhanced voter certification campaigns. This is actually courtesy of her and the things she actually made people of Ghana to achieve, and they've come out to really appreciate her. I'm sure they will actually give her an award for this because she actually made the electoral body of Ghana work perfectly, and everything is actually bringing a free and fair election starting since 2016, since she resumed office in 2015. Osei's leadership was not without controversy, and no leadership actually will be without controversy, as people actually know the truth. It's actually hard to see a leadership that will be out of controversy. However, her assertiveness and strict adherence to principle often puts her at odds with political stakeholders. Despite the challenges, she remained resolute, emphasizing the importance of institutional independence over political appeasement. That's what they call choosing your work first, making people understand that things can actually work right in an economy, making sure that the democracy we beckon on our craft out is actually working for everyone, even for the people of Ghana. Beyond the 2016 election, Osei championed reforms aimed at modernizing Ghana's electoral process. She prioritized inclusiveness, advocating for the participation of marginalized groups, including women and persons with disabilities, in the political landscape. And thereabout, you've actually seen that when the voting system, the voting actually was held in the last concluded election, even people with disability were actually allowed to vote, courtesy of Osei, because she actually implemented this, paved way for them, and women now are beginning to come out in masses in full to pour out their minds and give their vote to the government. This is actually one of the things that she did, and is actually benefiting for the people of Ghana. Although her tenure as EC chairperson came as an abrupt end in 2018, Osei's impact on Ghana's electoral system remains indelible. She demonstrated that transparency and trust are non-negotiable pillars of democracy, setting a precedent for future leaders to emulate, and is actually working till date, in as much as she's no longer in seat. All the things she actually put in place all the things that worked for her, she brought in, is actually working. Both the biometrics, involving the disabled, making sure the women come out to vote massively, and making sure that the results are so transparent, bringing back strong democracy to the system. Today, Osei stand out as a beacon of hope and progress in Ghanaian politics. Her legacy continues to inspire a new era of electoral integrity, reminding Ghanaians that democracy thrives when trust and transparency are at its core. Osei's commitment to electoral reform has also had a lasting impact on Ghana's democratic institutions. Her leadership helped to strengthen the EC's independence and credibility, ensuring that the Commission remains a neutral and impartial arbiter of the electoral process. Furthermore, Osei's legacy extends beyond Ghana's border. People are beginning to emulate her. So many countries are actually learning from this. She has actually set the pace, and everyone is working hand in hand towards it to make sure that all these will work together. And her innovative approach to electoral reform have been studied and emulated by other countries in the region, demonstrating the potential for Ghana to serve as a model for democratic government in West Africa. This is actually a wake-up call to other countries as they've assumed and they started doing it, working out for them. And it should not be outlined that it didn't come from Ghana. It actually came from Ghana, and people are beginning to abide to it, to do it, and actually understand that this is how it should work. And people are understanding that yes, it actually came to Ghana. The whole of West Africa has already gotten into it already. As Ghana continued to navigate the complexity of democratic government, Osei's legacy served as a powerful reminder for the importance of transparency, accountability, and trust in the electoral processes. Her commitment to electoral reform has helped to strengthen Ghana's democratic institutions, ensuring that the country remains a beacon of hope and transparency to the region. In the years since her departure from the EC, Osei has continued to be a vocal advocate of democratic governance and electoral reform. Her leadership and expertise have been sought of international organizations and governments around the world, demonstrating the enduring impact of her legacy on the global stage. As Ghana looks to the future, it is clear that Challotte Osei's legacy will continue to play a significant role in reshaping the country's democratic trajectory. Her commitment to transparency, accountability, and trust in the electoral process has set a high standard for future leaders to emulate, ensuring that Ghana remains a model for democratic governance in West Africa. Please do well to tell us your opinion about this, and like, comment, follow us if you've not done that, so you get all our news one by one.